Hello everybody, thanks for clicking. Today we're gonna talk about grammar, and our today's video is concerning all present tenses. So let's get started. First of all, present simple. When do we use that? Firstly, we use it to describe regular actions or habits. The example sentence would be, Harry goes to the cinema once a month, or Mary watches TV in the evening. I drink coffee every morning, etc. Next, we use present simple to talk about timetables, including future. Things like Jane gets up at 6:30. I have piano class on Monday. The plane leaves at 7 p.m. The concert starts at noon, and so on. Next thing is like permanent states. What I mean is, Mark hates porridge. My father is an engineer. And the last one, general truths or facts which you cannot change, such as the sun sets on the west, the earth goes around the sun, etc., etc. Yeah. The words in the sentence which help us understand that we need present simple here are every something. It might be every day, every week, every month, every minute, whatever. Yeah. And adverbs of frequency. Words like always, regularly, often, frequently, sometimes, occasionally, from time to time, rarely, seldom, never. Yeah? Hardly ever and never. Now, look at these two sentences and try to work out the rule. Where are these adverbs of frequency in the sentence? Take your time to think about it. And if you said they are before the verbs, except for the verb to be, and after it, you were right. So if the main verb is to be, you put the adverb after the verb. Helen is sometimes bad-tempered. Mark is hardly ever helpful. Helen is always on time, and so on. With all the rest of the verbs, you put the adverb before the main verb. Jack regularly visits his granny. I seldom forget to do my homework, and things like that. Yeah? Okay. Now, let's think about formation. Yeah? So how do we form present simple? If it's the statement, so after the subject, there should be the main verb with the S ending if the subject is he, she, it, and then all the other parts of the sentence. So the example would be, I watch TV in the evening. Mark goes to school every day. But with the questions and negatives, we use auxiliary verbs, do and does. So we start with the subject, then it is do or does, then not, yeah, and the main verb without the s ending. So it would be like, Helen does not swim in winter. My friends don't help me with my homework. Could anyone explain why is there no s ending? Helen swims in summer, here is your s, but Helen does not swim in winter. Where is the s ending? If you said it was added to do to change it into does, you were absolutely right. So, I hope present simple is now clear. Let's move on to present continuous. So, when is it used? First of all, of course, something happening right now. Like, I am filming a video. You are listening to me. Next, we can use it to talk about something that happens only for a short time around present. Look, like I usually drive to work, but this week my car is broken and I am using public transport every day. So because it's only this week, I used present continuous despite we have this every day, okay? Similarly, my friend lives in St. Petersburg, but this year she is living and working in Moscow. So only this year, that's why I used present continuous. Next, we can also use it to talk about processes that you can witness, that you can watch, yeah? Like, for example, it's getting colder and colder every day, yeah? Okay, next, we use present continuous to talk about future, meaning personal plans. For example, I am visiting my granny next weekend. Harry is meeting his boss tonight, etc. Yeah? So, words which help you understand that you need the present continuous in this sentence are, of course, now or right now, these days or nowadays, currently, at the moment. And, of course, the markers of future, yeah, if you mean personal plans. Now, speaking of formation, what auxiliary verb do we use in present continuous? If you said to be, you're absolutely right. So in present, the verb to be takes form am, is, or are. Yeah? And what's happening to the main verb when we form present continuous? Those of you who said we add the ing, congratulations, you're absolutely right. Now, could you please make up example sentences? Look, mine are, Mary is watching TV right now. Yeah, I can see it. Negative, I am not working hard these days. And in question, As usual, auxiliary verb moves forward. Are you going to Anne's birthday party tomorrow? Yeah? So, hopefully, everything concerning present continuous is clear now. Yeah? Let's move on to present perfect. The key word for present perfect is result, because we use that to describe actions that happened in an unstated time in the past and have obvious results in present. For example, I have done my homework, yeah, and I am free now. I can go for a walk. I have seen this film and I know what it is about and I don't want to re-watch it. Yeah? Next, action that started sometime in the past but hasn't finished yet. Like, for example, I have worked in this school for 5 years. I started 5 years ago. I am working here now and I am planning to work here some more time. Or I have lived in St. Petersburg since I was born. Yeah, I have lived some time here. I am living here now and I am planning to live here for some more time. So, one more thing to notice. Look, when we talk about achievements, yeah, we usually struggle choosing between past simple and present perfect. Yeah? So one of the basic rules is, if the person we are talking about is still alive, we use present perfect because the person can add to his or her achievements. Yeah? Whereas if the person is already dead, we use past simple because it's all over now and the person can't add anything to that achievement list. Look, Marilyn Monroe starred in 20 films. We use past simple because she's not alive. Versus Angelina Jolie has starred in 20 films because she can star in some more. Yeah. So if the time we are talking about is over, then we use past simple. When it's not over, we use present perfect. For instance, at 11 a.m., I would say, I have printed 10 letters this morning, whereas at 7 p.m., I would say I printed 10 letters this morning. Hope that's clear. Frankly speaking, the issue of present perfect versus past simple should be the subject of another video. So, which words in the sentence show you that you need present perfect here? These are ever. We use it only in the questions. Normally, have you ever? Yeah? Never. It's only in positive sentences to make them negative in meaning. Like, I have never been to Peru. Yeah? Just, since, for, yet, already. Yeah? By the way, yet can have two meanings. Yeah? For instance, if it's in question, yeah, have you done your homework yet? And if it's in the negative, I haven't seen John yet. Like this, yeah? So, and how do we form present perfect? What's the auxiliary verb? If you named have or and has, congratulations, you're right. And what form does the main verb take? Great, definitely. It's the third form or the past participle. For regular verbs, you just add. I can't hear you. Definitely, you add the ed ending. And for irregular verbs, it's the last column of your table. So, as an example, I would say, I have seen that film twice. Yeah, positive. Negative, Sue has not cooked the dinner yet. And question, has your dinner bought that new car? Oh, sorry for the misprint. It's not hat, of course, it's that new car. So, I hope everything concerning present perfect is clear for you now, yeah? And let's move on to the present perfect continuous. It sounds scary, but it's not that really. So, when do we use it? We use it to describe a prolonged action in the near past that has visible results in present. Like he comes home and he is wet because he has been walking in the rain. Or my eyes are sore because I have been watching TV or using my computer for 3 hours. Yeah? And the second case is an action that started in an unstated past and is not finished yet. It's very close to the second meaning of present perfect, right? I have been working in this school for 5 years, you can say. I have been living in St. Petersburg since I was born. So, I think it's worth considering whether to use present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. It's quite a problematic area, honestly. So, first thing, if you use present perfect, you are mainly concentrating on result. Yeah? Whereas present perfect continuous moves your focus to the process. One more difference is that when you use present perfect, you use numbers quite often. In the sentences like, I've won 10 prizes, I've written 10 letters this week, and so on. And with present perfect continuous, normally we use numbers only with for and since. Like I have been living here for a week, she has been working in this school since 2010. Like that, yeah? One more thing. When we use present perfect, the action is definitely finished. Like, I have done my homework. It's ready. Here is my notebook with it. Yeah? Whereas, with present perfect continuous, it may not be finished. I have been doing my homework since 9 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't necessarily mean that I have already done it. Right? markers, yeah? The only markers for present perfect continuous are since and for. But you should remember that there are 3 verbs which mean absolutely the same thing, regardless of whether you use present simple or present continuous. Of course, present perfect simple or present perfect continuous. So, I have lived here since I was born, and I have been living here since I was born are 2 absolutely the same things. I have been working in this school for 5 years, and I have worked in this school for 5 years are 2 absolutely the same things as well. That's it. So, now to formation. Because it is present perfect, what auxiliary verb do we use? We use have or has, right? Because it is continuous, we should use the auxiliary verb be, right? But because it is perfect, we should put this verb be in the 3rd form, which is been, yeah? And because it is continuous, of course we have the main verb with the ing ending, yeah? So, look, she has been working online since March. I have not been watching TV for a week. How long have you been learning English? So, guys, I hope everything is clear for you now. You can see the exercise to practice on your screens. Please try it out and write your answers in the comments below. Also, feel free to post any questions there. I'll be happy to help you. So, hope this video was useful, and until next time, take care. Bye.